conversation with you all real quick. I get here, right? I get here, and I got here like it's just about. Let me see what time it is right now. I don't want to lie to you. It's six. Damn, it's 6:20 right now, right? And so I got here. I got here around what time? Around kind of like 5:30, 5:35, something like that, right? And so when I got here, I parked like I usually park, and I was like, just sitting chilling, and I saw the receiver come outside, and so I was like, hey man, I saw this order right here. Saw the order. So I only got one. It's my first stop, and I only got to pick up one order from here. And so I was like, hey man, is that so and so and so? Because I'm not gonna say the name on here. I said, is that so and so and so? So he looked at it. Looked at the name. He's like, no, that's not it. That's not it. I said, oh, okay. So I sat another 30 minutes or whatever until the store opens. Generally, when you come to the stop, when you come to this location, or any one of these store locations, you have to wait until 6 a.m. until they load you. But sometimes you got a cool receiver, a cool driver, they'll see your product. Because usually right there, right over there in that area right there. Usually everything that you need is right there. You can go over there and look and say, hey, is this mine? It's mine, and know what you're picking up already because you have it on your phone. And so you look and see, oh, this is that, you know what I mean? So I went over there this morning when I first got here, at 5 something, and I looked, and I didn't see anything for me. I didn't see this item here. I didn't see it. So I was like, I didn't see the name. So I was like, oh, maybe it's inside. So, I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll wait. But then the guy opened the door's open. Like, oh, okay, so I'm getting lucky. Maybe I have a lucky day. I said, anyway, let me shut this down real quick. But anyway, I waited, right? Waited. Door open. The store finally opened at 6. Store finally opened at 6. Usually I let's go around here. Usually I call, right? I call them and I say, hey, this is Flatbed driver, I'm in the back, whatever, I'm here for a pickup. And they call the person that load the trucks. And so when they call him, he comes back. But the guy who usually goes the truck, he's not here. And so he's not here, right? And so it was somebody else. And it was somebody else, and he was like, here it is right here. I was like, what? I said, that's it right there. And I went over there and looked. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so I've been sitting here for like an hour, pretty much. You see, I got here at 5:30, right? And I could have. Not only that, I sit here for an hour. They don't have no forklift driver. No forklift drivers here. So see the market, I had to load this myself. So on top of all that, and the point of the story is really, to tell you the truth, the whole point of me saying all that is to say, sometimes, not sometimes, you see I took too much on. But the whole point of me saying all that is to say, like, don't take people word for everything. They, sometimes, I guess sometimes you got to bump your own head. And not only that, but if I had went over there and looked myself instead of taking his word for it, then I could have seen, okay, well, that is it. And I could have pushed it out and loaded it, and I could have been gone by now. You understand what I'm saying? Either way, don't matter. Done anyway, and you know it's gonna be okay. Not a big deal. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. It is a big deal because I've been waiting. And that's something you can't really get back. Your time. And I can get that time back. Oh boy, at all. But I'm gonna walk around front real quick, and then I'm gonna head out. But yeah, man, sat here for a whole hour for a humbug, and I didn't have to. And that's usually something that I don't do. Usually something I don't do, because I usually go and look myself. But I figured that he works here, he knows. But sometimes the overnight crew, because I worked overnight for Home Depot before, and you don't know what's well. I didn't know what was being loaded. I ain't gonna say they, because I don't want to include them in what I didn't know. But when I worked overnight, I didn't know what was going out for the next day, unless they actually told us, and they sat it there. All we did was truck was already unloaded when we came in at night. Truck was already unloaded, and all we did was stack the shelves and stuff. This is like in 2003, so that's a long time ago. But I would hope that Home Depot changed things since then. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but I would hope they have. So, but anyway, let me go in here, walk in here, and get me something that I shouldn't get. But I'm gonna get it anyway. Sometimes we do things we shouldn't do. A lot of times, that's what the ice we eat. But I ain't gonna preach. But yeah, man, like I say, wasting time. But either way, flatbed, because I'm not an hourly employee. I think I said that before in one of my other videos. I'm not an hourly, Max. I'm not an hourly employee. So whatever ride I get, whenever I finish, and that hour set me back a lot. Cause that's an hour I could have been done. I could have been like halfway home. Like if I had to do what I did at 6 o'clock, and left out of here, could have been to my other stop. Had I done with that, and you understand what I'm saying? You get it? So yeah, messed me up a little bit. But either way, it's okay. It's all right. What's happening? How you doing? All right. Yeah. So get one of these real quick. 9. Yeah, see. Nice little bag. Should get a big one. I don't need a big one. I don't need a big one. I get the one, stick with one I got. It's the right thing to do. But yeah. I had a great morning. Start this thing off. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, folks. But you know how it is with those with this stuff, with this platform. You can't you can't you can't music in the background. They don't tolerate music in the background. Copyright infringement and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't want to be bothered with that. So that's why I heard the music. I heard the music and I muted it. Well, I ain't muted. I muted it and I put it in my pocket. So that way, a lot of times people don't want to be filmed either. So, and I didn't ask if I went in there. I just had my camera out anyway. But I want to respect people's privacy. So that's another reason why I got off. But anyhow, but yeah, it's a nice day. Yesterday it was raining, man. Raining real bad. But I still end up, I did I did 1 or 2 stops in the rain. And then after that, it stopped. And I was so happy when it stopped. Oh my goodness. Happy it stopped. And now I went into a muddy area. A muddy area where, driving that Moffett in those muddy areas is not very good. It's not very safe. And I actually, I actually tilted them off it over. Man. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny. I said, "Oh shit," because I was loading some. Let me see. I'm gonna show you if I see something on the way over. But yeah, I'm gonna show you, man. I was loading some. I was putting some, delivering some fences, and I didn't put the stabilizer down. And so when you don't put the stabilizer down, something's heavy, obviously, especially when you're on an incline, dummy, me, you're on an incline, then you can tilt over, you can tilt the thing. And so, but let me show you the stabilizer, and then I'm gonna show you. I see the fences right here, but I had a big stack of fences, and I'm thinking because I'm on a hill, and I had them low to the ground that it wasn't gonna tilt over like that, but I was wrong. I don't know if you can see them. Let's see, turn the camera. I don't know if you can see them right here, but no, you can't see them. But anyway, they're right over here. They're right over in there. You put them down. Let me see. Let's see if I can get them to the front. But no, you can't see. See it right there? Yeah, you can. A little bit. Right there. Right here. See right here where my fingers at? That's a stabilizer. You put those down, and it stabilizes the truck. It stabilizes the Moffett. So you won't, it give you some support when you're, when you're trying to drop something off. And so here are the fences. And this is about the amount that I had. She said she had she had 12. She said she had like 12 or 16. But these are the fences right here. Get back up, zoom in. Those are the fences right there. So anyway, let me head out. Ask the guy come on, share a little bit. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Be safe, be blessed, and I'll be chatting with you all later. I'm out. Peace.